Hey guys, Kip here, Thousands of Roots, and today we're going to be working on our pasture, and we have a big announcement for you at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you for coming along with us on our journey. Alright, me and Josh are going to see if we can move the cows from the big pasture over to the other one that we just recently fenced in with the solar electric. There we go, it's hot. Let's see if we can coax these cows over here and get them moved onto this fresh pasture. Alright, yeah, swing it open. Alright, we got them all in here. That went pretty smooth. It's pretty cool. Guys, I want to share this blessing with you. I went to somebody's house with my total high-speed job, and they're an older couple, they're kind of retiring, and they built a little cabin in the woods, and they're selling their farmhouse and downsizing and getting rid of all their animals and all that, which they had already done. But I noticed they had some watering troughs, and I just asked, hey, would you be open to maybe selling one of those? Long story short, got 2 100-gallon watering troughs and one short, which is more like a mineral bucket, mineral feeding bucket, but it's pretty big. It's probably 25 gallons for $60. So cannot beat that. That's a real blessing for us because we couldn't afford it any other way.
Today we're going to be restoring our pasture by cutting down the saplings that are out there because they're taking a lot of nutrition from the soil, so the grass won't grow as well. And it's a perfect time to do that because the cows are out. We've moved them to the back pasture to graze that paddock for a little while. Okay, where should we start?
Had a bunch of plans to do things today, but it's been a weird day. Rain off and on. Never a real, well, we had a good rain for like 20 minutes, but we're in a drought here. So, big announcement to make. Big changes are coming our way. My boss called me from my work. I work for a WISP company, wireless internet service provider. And so I install wireless internet for folks. I was working 310s or whatever, 312s sometimes, whatever it is. And called me and asked me if I'd come back to full time. Because we had one field tech, and that's what I am, I'm a field tech. We had one field tech quit expectantly, and then another one quit unexpectedly. So that leaves us pretty short-handed. So I have to go back to full-time work. And just prior to that, my wife and I were talking and planning a whole bunch about her being overtasked and about me taking over, working towards taking over even more of the YouTube and Patreon things and trying to figure that out, particularly the editing. Carrie has done all the editing and because she's really good at it, she can put her creativity and art into it with the music and all those kind of things, but it's just been too much for her. She's overtasked. We were working on me taking over more of the YouTube, and then I get this call and my work wants me back full time and needs me, so I'm gonna have to do that. So that means I can't take on more YouTube. That means I take less YouTube. also means more weight on my wife, because I was doing, obviously the days I was home, I was taking over more management of the children, of the household, of this homestead. So we made a decision that we are going to stop YouTube. Me and Carrie are. And when I was talking to my children about that, I asked them if they wanted to start picking up YouTube on their own. Meaning they do the videos, they edit everything. And they said, yeah, they want to try that. Because I said all the revenue that would come through YouTube, they could have it all. Guys, just so you understand, I know a lot of people don't talk about actual numbers, and I'm always curious about that. Why don't they talk about actual numbers? So we've been getting about $100 a month from YouTube. That's pretty minimal for the time we spend. But the relationships that we've created and the platform that we have has been a big deal to us, to be able to share our lives and minister to others and bless others. That's been the big deal to us. As well, the other business that we've been able to create through it on Patreon has been a real blessing to us. And that's been more significant, financially speaking. So the kids said they wanted to try YouTube. So I'm all for that. I'm going to teach them every part I can teach them. Carrie's gonna have to teach them some editing. And the Smith boys and Esther Pie are taking over Thousand Roots Vlog. So I know for some of you that's actually going to be good news. For some of you, maybe not so much. So we had a question for you. What is it about our videos? What is it that has drawn you to watching our videos? Why? And maybe we can encourage the children down that path of doing videos kind of like that. The other thing we wanted to ask is, what is your favorite social media except for YouTube? What's your favorite way to have entertainment, ways that you enjoy interacting with other people, or just being entertained except for YouTube? So if you can answer those two questions down below, that would help us out and help maybe direction for my children as they take over the vlog. The other thing is that this should be temporary. My boss said it's temporary until we get somebody else hired. Now this job that I do as a field tech, it is pretty technical. You have to have some skills, climbing skills, because there's all kinds of roofs that you have to climb. So hiring a field tech, unless it's a field tech that was a WISP installer or technician somewhere else, it takes a while. So I would say that it's probably a minimum of 2 months that I'll be at full time, and Carrie and I won't be the main ones doing the vlog. But we'll see. I don't know. I really just don't know. And you know what? Maybe my children are going to take this over and they're going to be better than us. I actually really hope that's the case. For them to be able to pick up something like this and run with it on their own, that would be awesome. Okay, so for those of you that are patrons of ours, that are on our Patreon and are patrons of ours, we're going to be putting out an email to you to let you know the changes that we need to make and see if that's okay with you. And if that's not okay with you and you need to change what you're doing for us on Patreon, that's cool. Whatever you need to do and however you felt led to do. I'm dearly going to miss the interaction with the subscribers. I really hope that we don't lose any subscribers and that actually it grows because my children are doing it. I'm going to be with them on the comments. I'm still going to be doing comments. So Carrie and I won't be like non-existent on YouTube. We should be maybe, us putting up a video once in a while, particularly when something big happens, like hopefully we have a well that's going to be going in pretty soon, and I'm definitely going to video about that. I want to video the process of how they dig the well and show that, because there are some of you who have supported us in that, who have given money to help us put this well in, and we're just about there financially speaking. So I don't want to leave you hanging on that at all. I want you to be able to see this well was put in and that it's awesome. All right, y'all, this is Kip, Thousands of Roots, signing out. I pray a blessing over you and yours, and whatever you do with your whole heart.
Look who fell asleep in the rocking chair.